think it's Memorial Day, right? Okay. You guys, we are in a new room today. You guys are getting a boring background today, unfortunately, because we are in the process of switching the rooms around and kind of redoing our entire house for this amazing thing called live streaming. Yay, got this, yay, new room. Okay, so if I want to look at this, I want to look at my chat. Do I just go here, open show? Or do I go somewhere different?
Sure.
Just a second, you guys. Yeah, I guess. I know it's super boring background today, but okay, good. Yeah, so then I can see the chat. So then this was my thought, is to take this out, bring this here, come back up. Look at me. Look at me. Okay, and then I was going to take and do, hey guys, if you're just joining us, I'm experimenting with something, so give me just a second here. Felix, why do you hate Erkarime? Because nothing sells there. Because it's RIP.
It's a little too small.
I know, but I also need to get my YouTube up here. Good morning, you guys. Just one more chapter. I see you, Diz. I am we're trying to figure something out here. Content left. Yes.
Live at the top.
Live at top. Oh, this is not usually how I find it. Okay, and then just click on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah, no, this is not how I do it.
Go back.
That's gonna take me to studio.
No, go to over it. Go to the with no.
Nope. Okay.
Hover over it. Go to the thing with the dot in the middle and the
This?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Maybe so. There's your chat.
Okay, and then there's your chat. Okay, and then I pop that out.
No, you can also.
Oh, that's right. I can just pop it out. That's right. Pop it out. Guys, I'm here. I promise. I'm just trying to figure something out. I'm doing this in a new and exciting way.
See, that one you can make smaller and above the other one. The other one you need to make bigger because you're missing a lot of your chat still.
Okay, so you're saying do...
You got to keep it
Whoa.
widthwise long.
Oh, that's kind of nice though, but... Okay, widthwise long, and then do what?
It needs to up and down more.
Okay.
And you can bring it down further on the screen.
And then bring that there. Right?
Yep.
And then click that one.
Beautiful.
Look at it! Look at, I did something on the computer! You guys, this is a celebration day. I did something on the computer. No, I don't want to rate eBay. What's going on? Okay, we did it. Yay. Thea is here. Stephanie is here. I see you guys. Thanks for sharing this out. And good morning. So we are, as you guys can see, we are in a completely different room. So here's the goal. This is the goal. Are you guys ready for the goal? Okay, the goal is behind me, we are going to wallpaper this wall. And then I'm going to put like some neon things and some cool stuff back here so that when we're doing these streams, there's interesting things going on back there because it is not interesting. Right now, all I have is our clothes that I will be photographing today and putting up online elsewhere. So it's not very exciting. So this will be like wallpapered here. And then this right here, some of you guys might recognize, this is actually our Whatnot backdrop wall. And instead of buying the individual backdrops, which I have had fun doing, but it's like 10 to 15 bucks every time I buy one of those, which is like, it's cool, but like, it's, you know, that's a spendy adventure every week. So what we're going to do on this wall is we're going to wallpaper this one as well, but it's going to have some really neat ideas on it and some exciting things on it. So that'll be this wall. So you guys will be facing this direction when we do the Whatnot shows. And then you'll be facing this direction when we're doing shipping. And the best part is I have so much room in this room. My other room, y'all, I don't think you understand how small that other room is. We had 2 desks in there, my entire photo station, all the clothing that I photograph, all of it was in one room, and it was so tiny. So I'm really excited to be in this new space. It took the whole, oh my gosh, guys, it took the whole day yesterday. It was crazy. Carla, welcome in. Tracy, welcome in. This is real life, yo. You guys know I share with you just our lives, our crazy, insane, hot mess, wild. I think I have Jack's hair in my eyeball. life. I mean, that's what it is. What's happening to the other room? So Sophia, that's a great question. So in the other room, I'm keeping my photo station where you guys normally look. So normally you're like right here, and then my photo station's behind me. That's staying. Then on the wall over there is my other table where I do hard goods. So I photograph, video games, shoes, hats, all that kind of hard goods stuff, bags. I do that on another wall with a table. Then before I had my desk and everything there. So now I've got all this open space in front of me in the other room, so I can wheel the clothes rack in there and then just boom, take them off the rack, photograph them, bag them, inventory room. Take it off the rack, photograph it. Like, it makes so much more sense than what we were doing before. So what we were doing before was I would do the whatnot show in here. We have over here against this wall, you guys probably saw, a lot of you I know follow me on like IG or TikTok, and you probably saw like my before and after. So we took a closet and converted it into little cubbies so that when you guys purchase something on Whatnot from us, Justin just puts it into your cubby. So he writes your name on the cubby. You guys have your own little cubbies. So it goes into the cubby in the closet. But then what we would have to do is we'd have to take it from this room, take it to a whole nother room in the house, ship it there, and then take it out. It was just like we were just wasting so much time. And it was like one day I was like, why am I doing all this in this one room when this other room has way more space for doing this kind of stuff? So it's been I'm not gonna lie though, it has been a process. Like, it's so hard because when you go to tear something apart, you're not just tearing apart that room, you're tearing multiple rooms apart, and then you're trying to like have ADHD and stay organized and then not lose cords and all that kind of stuff. It's been nuts, but I'm super excited. So Kitten Lady Rescue says, I have shipping issues. Can you help? I can absolutely help. If I know the answer, I'll let you know. If I don't know the answer, I will also let you know. Over on YouTube, we got Rita. Good morning, Rita. The Sky is Blue is here. Braden is here. Dookie Scraps, tell me about your childhood and upbringing. Let's see. I was raised by a single mom on food stamp hamburger and government cheese, so I know how to work hard, grind, never surrender, and I'm relentless in my pursuit of happiness. Olive and Chloe, hello, good to see you, Troll Baby. Hey, Cookie Monster. Hey, Cookie Monster, back to you. Which cookie sounds delicious. Oh my gosh, I had pizza the other night. I think my stomach is still paying for it. I don't usually eat, I usually don't eat carbs and stuff. This video was really good. I did that with the kids' room, just their closet so far. What a nightmare. It takes so much work to do that. So I was talking to somebody over on my IG, one of our IG friends earlier today, and she was saying, she's like, oh, I need to get my room together. I won't say her name because I don't want her to be like, oh, don't say it. But I was talking to somebody. She's got a closet in her room where she does all of her shipping and pictures and everything. The closet is full of their family stuff that they don't use very much. And then her inventory surplus, like her hoard to get stuff out of, is in a storage place like 3 miles away. She's like, all I need to do is clear out the closet and put the stuff in there, and then I don't have to drive. And I'm like, yeah, you'll get to it, silly girl. Sugar Maddie, welcome in. Gladys, welcome in. I'm really happy to see you guys. So what are we doing today? Today we're doing shipping. I know the post office is closed, but I'm the kind of gal that's got to stay on a schedule. If I don't, I veer into new and strange things. And pretty soon we'll be researching what would be maybe oven mitts. Maybe if I don't stay on task, I end up spending 2 hours researching oven mitts because that's just where my brain goes. Mojo's in the house. What are you doing, Mojo? I'm happy to see you. Yeah, so we're going to do shipping today. So this is everything that sold this weekend. Oh, thank you. It was not, got something hot off the presses here too, guys. It was not a super crazy, insane weekend for us. I think we only sold, about 13 items or something like that. So it wasn't a super, super crazy weekend for us, but you did it. You did it. You did it. You're amazing. You're fantastic. You're a great guy. This dude right here, you can't see him. Here's his arm. That's his face. It's Mr. Nice Cops. So, guys, ask me about one of my tools that you all love so much. Somebody asked me, oh my gosh, where do you get that amazing thing? Somebody ask it. Somebody has to ask it, and I want to show you something. So I hold this up, and I'm cutting boxes with it for shipping. And then someone says, what does someone say? Moving slow today, getting weekend orders. Hey, I hear it. Oh my God, where'd you get that? Says Mojo. Mojo, that's a great question. So if you just take this and screenshot this, you'll be able to go into your photos and you'll be able to follow a link to our link tree. And in that link tree, there's a thing that says reseller supplies to get you started. All you have to do is just take a screenshot of that. So somebody screenshot that and tell me if that works. Tell me if that actually works. This was our genius idea. Because people will be like, where do you get that? Because you guys know I love gadgets and things that make my life faster and easier. And so every time I'd be like, gotta go to my IG, this. So let me know. Somebody's got to let me know. If you screenshot that and go to it in your photos, are you able to follow a link? And does it take you to the link tree or is it backwards? My girlfriend she hasn't used Works yet? God, you gotta get that girl cut some boxes. What in the heck? I use it every day. Kittens, thrifty, work. Disney, that does work? Is that you saying it works? I just see work. I don't see works. Works. Linktree. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Rad. So this is where you guys can find me on social media. This is where you can find all the gadgets we use. This is where you can find the reseller guide that helped us to learn how to do this. This is where you can find the master keywords list. All the good stuff is here. So, I'm so excited that works. Yes. Yes. It was like one of those, like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm laying in bed. I couldn't sleep because Jack woke up in the middle of the night going, So I have a little Chihuahua guy. He gets a collapsible trachea. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this, but it's a really super common thing that Chihuahuas get. So he's a Jack Chi. So he's Jack Russell, and then he's Chihuahua. And so what happens is his little trachea gets closed, and we have to make him broth in the middle of the night, like with a little bit of water and a little bit of like bone broth. And we mix that together so that he'll drink it because the water will help to relax his trachea. Otherwise, he just sits there in a panic and shakes. It's such a sad thing to watch. This is the second dog I have of this exact same breed, and both of them had this, so I'm used to dealing with it. But it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. He had a trachea issue, so I made him his broth. But by the time I got back in bed and stuff, I couldn't sleep. So I was laying there and I was thinking, God, how do I get these people to find this stuff when they ask for it without setting them on a wild goose chase? And I was like, man, I wish I just had like a QR code. And I was like, wait, I could have a QR code. So Justin, when he opened his eyes up this morning, I was like, good morning, husband. Oh, by the way, I have something for you to make me today. I said, I'm making a link tree. You gotta make a link tree. Yeah, you gotta make a link tree. It's amazing. It is definitely a great thing to have. Cookies. I agree. Cookies are wonderful. Okay. All right. So let's get this party started. So we are going to ship out everything that's sold. We're going to start with eBay first. Because that's always where I sell the most stuff, and you don't want to have the issue of it selling somewhere else and then accidentally shipping it on that place. You always want to have eBay take precedence. Let's see. And I think, Kitten, didn't you have a question here? Let me see. How do I get, sorry, I'm doing this in a totally new way. Okay. Emergency shipping issue. Yes. Let me see if I can find you what you asked. I sold flat rate boxes. Then I ran clothing. Jackie bought 2 boxes and 15 items. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is going to be a story problem. Whatnot charged her for 1 box, not the other, and bundled 15 for $9.21. So what happens when you do, okay, let me ask the first question, Kitten. Did you have it selected as priority and flat rate? Is that what you had selected for your show? Because if the answer is yes, then what happens, and Whatnot is really weird about this. I can't seem to get a definitive answer on this. I think JT was just talking about this. Somebody else was talking about this the other day. So once in a while, what happens is when someone orders enough items where it meets the weight quota, and hey, the weight quota it's different all the time. I've had it unbundle things. I've had it bundle orders. Whatnot shipping makes its own choices. It's very strange. So what happens when you did you choose that flat rate? Oh, you did flat rate only. Okay. Yeah, so what happened was, I think this is what's going to have happened. I'm going to be 80% on this. Whatnot, if this person bought 15 items, so what probably happened was it thought that the size of the number of items that you had put in there, like maybe you ran clothing, but you had it listed as like a hard good item, it kind of does this metric figuring out what it believes the size of the items is going to be. So by the time it reaches what it thinks isn't going to fit into a 12 by 12 by 6, which is the largest flat rate box you can get, you can't use the 12 by 12 by 12s, which are the priority shipping boxes. You have to use the 12 by 12 by 6s. When it believes that you have gotten all those items into that and you no longer are going to have any more space, it'll create a secondary order. So it'll look like almost as if you unbundled it. You'll have like her name with everything, and then you'll have her name again with the other items. Unfortunately, when it does that, there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do. You can message Whatnot, send them a message over and let them know the situation, let them know what happened. Sometimes they'll work with you. Most of the time, they will not work with you. Most of the time, they're just going to say, sorry, you didn't figure that out right. So let me see. Did it charge her? Charged her for one box, not the other. Yeah, you're going to have to eat the 921 is what's going to happen, unfortunately. So I can get them into 3 flat rates, but it didn't charge her for, I can get them into 3 flat rates, but it didn't charge her for 1. Yes, did it charge you? When you go to ship, you should see something that will say seller paid at the very bottom of the page on the right hand side. And if you see 921, it means it charged you for that because of how you had your show set up. So how I set my shows up is I do priority and flat rate if I'm going to do the reduced shipping ones. I do priority if I am not doing the discounted shipping. I sold 7 boxes to the same person. Each flat rate box should have been charged. So here's what I would say, Kitten. If you're eating a whole bunch of money, message Whatnot. If your buyer is eating a whole bunch of money, message Whatnot. If you go to print those out and it doesn't say you're going to pay anything extra and it doesn't say your buyer's paying anything extra, then that's going to be on Whatnot. What I would suggest you do is when you go to ship those out, screenshot it so that you have proof that it shows that they weren't going to charge anything. That way, if they try to come back and retroactively charge you, or if the post office tries to charge your buyer when they go to pick it up, you have that screenshot. And then what would happen in that case is your buyer would have to pay to pick the item up, but Whatnot would reimburse them. So yeah, 4 different people. Yeah, that's a sticky situation, Kitten. It's really tough when you have your show set up a certain way and then you run different items because you know in your brain how to run them for what you're running. And then when you change that up and you don't change the listing or you don't change the item that you're selling, Whatnot has its own weird, crazy, weird system that makes no sense internally for assuming the size of your orders. I've had people buy 10, 15 items and it bundles it all into one and I have to unbundle it. I've had people where they've bought 4 items and it's unbundled it and charged it in 2 different things, and Whatnot's really strange about that. So go with whatever it says, get your stuff shipped out, but I would still make sure you screenshot the whole way. Make sure that you let Whatnot know too. And if they make you eat the cost, then they're going to make you eat it. If your buyer, if they charge your buyer extra, Whatnot is much better about refunding the buyers if there is some sort of issue than it is with refunding the sellers in my thing. I just have no idea why I didn't charge for that second box. I don't know, Kitten, you squeaked by. Like I said, there's something so strange about their shipping method. Did you have max shipping on, or was it just regular? Is my other question. So, okay, let's get started on this too. All right, so the first thing that we sold, and I actually just sold this morning. This is kind of our banger sale for the weekend. So I went to this garage sale and I got all of this little stuff. I got belts, hats, a bunch of old vintagey stuff. And then I saw these and I was like, if I'm not mistaken, one of these in here is gold. Now, I am not a jewelry person. I do not sell tons of jewelry. I don't really know nothing about jewelry, but I've learned over time to kind of what to look for by watching other sellers. And so I saw these here And I was like, And when I looked on the back of one of them, it was gold. So I sold this. I got this for 25 cents. So we got these little pins for 25 cents. And they sold for, I took an offer for 75 plus shipping. So $75 profit on a quarter. Yeah, we're going to take that. So we're going to wrap this up real nice, Clark. I think I had it listed for like 100 something. But I just haven't had a ton of interest on it. And those of you that have already followed me for a while know this, but I am what I call a turn and burn seller. I want to get stuff in my inventory and I want to get it out of my inventory. It's why I do inexpensive stuff on Whatnot. It's why I run sales everywhere else. It's why I will undercut the competition. I just want the stuff in and out. I want to be able to source. I want to get through my death pile hoard, aka money pile. And that's just the fun part for me. I'm not looking to sit on stuff. When stuff sits in your inventory, I think of those things as like they're paying rent, but they're not paying me. They're just sitting there. So I 100% will sell stuff. I will take reasonable deals. For us that haven't started yet, what should our shipping settings be to start with? Stephanie, that's a good question. So for Whatnot shipping, this is what I would say. If you are doing your first show, and I'm going to do this two-part. If you want to do the reduced shipping, which is where you only pay the $9.21 and then people don't pay any more than that, I would suggest that you do, if you're doing like clothing or smaller items, I would suggest doing priority, flat rate. And what that means is anything up to a pound is going to go ground advantage always, no matter what. Between 1 and 5 pounds, it's going to go into a priority envelope or a box. And then at 5 pounds, anything over 80 ounces is going to go into a flat rate box. And the biggest size you can get is 12 by 12 by 6. So that's one. If you're not going to do the reduced shipping, then you can do priority and priority. And then that way, the biggest priority one you can get into is a 12 by 12 by 12. So it's a pretty good size box. Now, if you're doing really big, bulky items, like I did a Tupperware show, so big of items, they are not going to fit into priority boxes. They're huge, right? In that case, I did ground advantage. So it just kind of depends on like what the size metric is. Then you'd want to do priority ground advantage. But I think most people, I know Hustle, I know myself, I know AZ, I know Kitch, most of us, I think even 580, most of us do priority flat rate. That's the majority one. Now, if you're going to be doing gift cards, stickers, or anything, you also want to make sure you toggle on the priority letter, and then select the sticker category. Otherwise, you're going to pay $4.73 to ship a prize out, which is what we did in the beginning. I had one show where we did 4 giveaways. Each of those giveaways items cost me probably like $5 or something. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20. Plus I had to spend $5 to ship those out. 5, 10, 15, 20. So that cost me 40 something dollars to ship those prizes out. So make sure you got that. That's why you see a lot of people doing gift cards and items that are flat. Like you'll see people that are doing like, let's see, where's something in here? We do like our stickers. We'll do like stickers for giveaways, or we'll do these are temporary tattoos. Anything we can find that's kind of flat, because otherwise it costs a lot of money to send out those follower giveaways. The buyer one, I don't mind being something bigger because it's a buyer, it's appreciation. But just for a follower one, you want to make sure you're not eating it on that. So you are very welcome. Poke Fever, welcome in. Divinical is here. Amazing, Annie. I see you. Good morning, friend. I'm happy. They owe me rent. They do. All those things in that other room that are sitting there owe me rent. I don't like things sitting on the shelf. I do not want that to happen. So, oh, you know what? I don't have padded envelopes in here. Hey, Jess, can you grab me like an Amazon padded envelope? This is what happens when you move rooms. And then I tried to remember to get everything in here, but you know how that goes. So we'll do this. Actually, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll just use a poly and one of these. You have the padded envelopes in there. No, not the priority ones. like the Amazon ones. Don't worry about it though. I don't have space for it yet, so I'm just going to use the foam. So we are going to wrap this up. We have so many more things we need to do in this room. I need to get my stuff up on shelves so everything's not on the floor, but oh my goodness. What in the Blockbuster hanging behind you? I know, right? So crazy. Like, it's so weird. It's weird being in this room, right? It's going to take a minute. I will say this though. The ceilings are higher, so it's like way cooler in here than it was in the other room. So I am happy. It's going to be cool though, Diz. I'm excited. So we're going to do full wallpaper back here. I'm going to do like some neon things, some fun stuff in the background, maybe like different things for different holidays and stuff like that. You guys know I love decorating stuff up. It's just my thing. So I'm all about that. So we are going to wrap this up here in our little bundle of joy, and make sure that this is nice and padded because we don't want anything cracking. I mean, it is gold. He's got the Midas touch, but he touched it too much. He's a gold member. He's a gold member. It's gold, it's gold, it's gold, it's gold, it's solid gold, baby. All right, so we're gonna put this in one of our little bags here, and I'm gonna actually get this printed out. My scale's not even on. Oh my Lord. All right, we're gonna get a shipping label. Now, this is under $100, so I'm not gonna worry about putting insurance on it. Now, I am not in Whatnot right now. I'm on the Bay. So for those of you that we're not shipping Whatnot right now. So in case you're like, what is she even talking about? The black bustier hanging on the rack behind you. Oh, the bag, this here. Are you talking about this purse? This little beauty? This is a BOC. I think it's Beyond something little bag. If you guys are hey, if you're ever interested in anything that's back here, let me know and I'll just run it, because this is just stuff that's going to get listed. And I will run it for a good price so that I don't take pictures of it and all that. So if you're interested, it's super cute, caught my eye. It is a really cute little bag. Oh, looked like a crop top bra. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. No, but you know what I can't believe didn't sell the other day? I was really surprised on that one. And that was this traditional Mexican dress. This is vintage, like old. It's single stitch with this absolutely disgusting, beautiful, old antique style doily bottom. It's super gorgeous, and it's all like handmade. Like, this is like very old, one of the oldest pieces I've come across. I was really, really surprised that didn't sell. I thought there was going to be a fight. You just never know what people are going to get. Read up though. She reread that. What did I miss? Did I miss something else? I think, Stephanie, did I miss something else? Let me know if I missed something else. Okay, so we're going to get this printed out. So anything that's under a pound get shipped from the Bay. Anything over a pound, I use pirate ship yard. And this is definitely under a pound. I mean, it barely even is registering a weight. Now, here's the other thing that I will say. When it comes to insurance, and I've gotten this question quite a few times. When do you put insurance on things when you're shipping stuff out? My rule of thumb is if something is over $100, I put insurance on it. It only costs me $1 or $2 to insure it, and anytime that a package is lost, the most you can ever reclaim for a regular package is up to like $100. So if something is over $100, if it's like 102, I'm probably not going to worry about it. But if it's like 110 bucks and up, I'm going to insure it. I just think it's smart, personally. All right, so this is going to cost us $4.25 to ship this. They paid $5.99. This is going to Sean in California. Like I said, I paid a quarter for this, and it sold for 75 bucks, so I'm happy as a clam. It was just funny. She asked about the bustier, and you said, what in the Blockbuster? Oh, I think it said, because didn't it say Blockbuster? I know. She's like, what in the Blockbuster is going on? I was like, what? I was like, are we talking about like Blockbuster movies? Man, I miss that. Okay, is there anybody else out there that misses I mean, I know it's an inconvenience and I get it, but is there anyone else that misses that like drive to the video store, the thrill of knowing if the movie's gonna be there that you want, walking into Blockbuster and being hit with the smell of popcorn, and there's candy and treats and sweets and all the cool posters up on the wall, and then like rushing over to the movie, and then your movie's not there, so you go up and ask, and you're like, Nancy, is there, when is let's pick a good movie. Let's do Goonies. When is Goonies going to be back in? And Nancy's like, oh my gosh, let me look really quick here. And she looks on the super old ancient computer that takes like 14 minutes to pull something up. And she says, oh, it looks like one's supposed to be back here today by 1. And it's like 12:15. So you're like, dude, I'm just going to hang out here and hope that gets here. So then you troll around, you look at the other movies, you run into somebody that you knew, or you're with your parents and your parents run into someone they know, and it's a whole experience. I miss that. I literally miss that. It's so weird how I miss it, but I miss it so much. Like, now when we sit down to watch a movie or something, like, it's fun. I like it. Like, okay, well, right now we're making it through Andor, which is amazing. We've got The Last of Us. Do not give me the spoiler because we did not watch it last night. We were too sleepy. But like now it's great, right? You pull it up, you're excited to watch it, and you watch it. But there's just something lost in the art of going out with the family, and like I think that's why I like doing this. It's the thrill of the hunt. I just love it. It gave me a sense of community. I agree, Disney. You'd run into people and they'd be like, oh, don't get that movie. That one wasn't good. You're like, oh, thanks for saving me. Or it was someone whose like opinion you didn't really trust. You're like, okay, if they didn't like it, I'm gonna love it. I still have my laminated Blockbuster card. Oh, Diz, that's so amazing. Oh man, I wish I still had mine. It's like you just don't think to keep that stuff at the time. Oh wait, where's my garbage can now? Oh, it's over here. Okay. I don't even know where anything is. Yeah, I wish I would have kept some of that stuff. I kept a lot of stuff, but I don't think I kept that. So, Poppin' Comics, what are you doing? So yeah, if you guys have any other questions about reselling or anything else, please ask. I don't mind answering at all. Okay, next thing we've got is a Lacoste shirt or Lacoste, depending on who you are. I've had different people call it something different. This is a little polo shirt, little casual guy. Always look for that little alligator. That's definitely a bolo. If you're a newer reseller, when you see that, I would highly consider picking it up. Obviously, the older stuff, the vintage stuff, does really well. We just sold a bag the other day. Someone on our whatnot got it. That's a nice bag. But anytime you can find these, they're just little preppy polos usually. This is just a really super basic one, but they always sell for me. This one sold for 20 bucks. Got it for $1 at a garage sale. I'm going to teach you guys how to fold this too. So I know some of you have seen this, but I had somebody actually send me a message and ask if I could do a video on this. And then I said yes, but I've been too lazy to do that. So I'm just going to show it on here in the hopes that they see it. So when you have something that has a collar, what you want to do is you want to fold that collar down. You don't want to ever have the collar folded in half. It's going to create a really bad crease line when the person gets it. So they're going to fold the collar down. Then you're going to take your arm here. You're going to bring it over to the center. And then you're going to take that arm and bring it back. This goes for a long sleeve too. Same exact thing. Then we're going to bring this over. And then we're going to bring this back. Now, here's the trick that I think a lot of people get hung up on. When you've got it looking like this, instead of just doubling it over, if you want to get it to a super small compact size so that you save on shipping, what you do is you fold this to the center. Then you're going to fold the bottom here to the center. And then you're going to fold in half. And what it's going to do is it's going to create a little 6x6x2. Anytime you can ship something and have it be 6x6x2, it's going to save you money. Oh my goodness. That might be my favorite sticker that I have ever had. That, I don't even know if I can get rid of that. I think I have to keep that one. I mean, that's literally my thing. That is like a double punk rock corgi. We cannot get rid of that. I can't do it. They're going to get this adorable little one instead here. Jaylicious, what does the fox say? That's funny. Do you guys want to see something? Hey, honey. Hey, honey. Will you give me my new fox thing? Yeah. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. Have you sold any of the dress Lacoste shirts? Annie, probably. I would say that they don't sell, or I probably either don't run into them, or they don't sell as well as the polos do for me. I'm trying to imagine one in my head so that I can answer that and be correct. I feel like maybe, I mean, I've sold a lot of shirts. It's really tough. But the polos is what always sticks out in my mind. I did sell a women's shirt dress once, and I did sell a pair of pants that I didn't even know they did pants, and I sold those too. But yeah, you guys got to see the fox thing. Oh, you thought it was a fox? No, I think it's supposed to be, well, maybe it is. It could be a fox. It looks like it could be a fox or a corgi. Could be one of the either. But yeah, I have something to show you then. I avoid men's shirts with neck measurements, unless they're high end with neck measurements. Oh, really? I'm still okay with them. I sell a lot of Brooks Brothers. I mean, you guys know I just sell a lot of men's clothing. Okay, are you ready to see something? I got this at a garage sale for 75 cents, and I'm obsessed with it. Ready? Here we go. This is my new sleep eye mask. So when I sleep at night, because I wear one of these at night, because otherwise the light keeps me awake. So now when I wear this, and I wake up in the morning, this is the first thing Justin sees. And I'm like, hey, honey, good morning. What does the fox say? And he's like, oh my God. This is the life that you'd have to live if you were married to me. It's not for everyone. He was not pre-warned. You were pre-warned. You were fully pre-warned. P.S. And by the way, he was pre-warned. I was like, I'm not picky, but I'm particular, and I'm absolutely insane. And all of my friends were like, she's insane. Like, you have to know what you're getting into. You have to be prepared for a life of literal, high energy, insane octane at every moment of every day. You'll never get to sleep again, and your life's going to be full of joy and insanity. How long have you been together? We got together in 2010. So 15 years. Disgusting. How do I even still like you? Ugh. He definitely knew. Yeah. Jay Listen says, I don't believe you for 1 second, Justin. Well, because we were best friends. So we hung out as best friends for a year before we started dating. And so he knew. He fully knew. He just liked hanging out with me because I was an insane friend. We had a great time together, play video games. Like, literally, we were just best friends. And what happened was I was headed to work one day, and this song came on the radio. Do you guys remember that band, Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros? Do you guys remember that? They were popular for like a minute. Anyways, they had this song. There's that song, Home. Yes, I am home. Home is whenever I'm with you. Our home. Yes, I am home. So that song came on the radio, and I was on the way to work, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, that reminds me of Justin. And it hit me like a ton of bricks, and I was like, oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. I'm in love with Justin. Oh crap. That's about how that went down. Mr. Nice Cops, what are you doing in here? Oh, look, he's commenting. The peanut gallery's here. Oh, I knew what I was getting into, but I didn't know about her morphing into a fox when I wake up. Honey, that's just the special treat. That's the special bonus treat. That's my, because we just had our like 15th year anniversary of starting dating. Honey, that was my gift. That's my gift to you for our 15th anniversary. You get to wake up every morning to this fox. Did you see what I did there? Did you see what I did there? Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. Let's get this shipping going. You guys know how it happens. We go to ship and it takes 47 minutes. Yeah, that's probably true, J-Licious. To be fair, I was younger and drunk a lot. Oh my God. Don't, honey, you're gonna make me pee. You can't make me pee on stream. Get it? You can't make me pee on stream. Oh my goodness. See, I'm telling you guys, we're either for you or we're not for you. By the way, honey, this monitor is disgusting. I can see all the words so clear. So what I've been using for my computer monitor is this very old television, not thinking it was any big deal. And so when we went garage sailing on Saturday, you guys, a lot of you saw, we came across, we got so much good stuff on Saturday. But we came across this 8K monitor, Samsung monitor. It's like an $800 monitor. We got that and an HP monitor for $150. So we popped this one in here. And honey, the words are so clear, I can see stuff without my glasses. It's so awesome. Oh my goodness, you were right. Don't let that go to your head. So this is going to James in Georgia, sweet Georgia. And he's paying $6.99 for shipping. We're paying $5.31. So we made money on that for a total profit of about $18 on that. So I know, it's very exciting. Great find. Annie, we got so much stuff on Saturday. We got a Burton, like a 2008 Burton snowboard in like perfect condition with the bindings, with the boots, with the latches, with everything. We got that plus this like thing that turns your regular beer or canned beer into draft beer, and a whole bunch of video games from this lady, whole bunch of stuff. I think we spent like $80 on everything, which is crazy. I mean, we'll make our money back just in the video games alone. And then we got the monitors. We got, what was some of the other stuff we got this weekend, honey? We got so many like huge, crazy banger things. It makes up for last Saturday, because the last Saturday was so bad. So I gave her the nice bigger one and took the smaller one for myself because I'm a generous and loving husband. Okay, well that is true. But you're also disgusting, and I would have figured it out. I would have gone into his because guys, his desk has 3 monitors. He has 3 monitors set up. Like, I don't even know why you need that many. So I just have the one. I know. Sheesh, says Philly. Sheesh. The cojones on this one. All right, so we're printing this label out. And I've got my Rollo printer on the right-hand side now instead of the left. Why did I have my Rollo printer on the left? I am not left-handed. Who knows? Isn't it funny how you don't think about those little efficiency things until you go to switch things around, and you're like, why didn't I just do it like this to begin with? Crazy. She's lost her mind. All right, never enough monitors. Philly's sticking up for you, honey. Philly says there's never enough monitors. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, if he could swordfish our entire dining room, because that's his office, is our dining room, because table, that would require me sitting still for longer than like 5 minutes at a time, which Lord knows that's never going to happen. So our dining room is his office, and he has, I can already see it. He's going to take monitors all the way up to the ceiling. I don't know what he's got on all these monitors, but he's got something. Did you order stickers with the new hair color yet? That's a Mr. Comps question. That's a Mr. Nice Comps. That's Mr. Nice Comps slacking. You're slacking, honey. You're getting called out. All right, the next thing we've got here is, I think it's this one here, 358. Okay, do you all remember when I told you that I got that huge box of comics, vintage magazines for $20 at a garage sale? We've been slowly selling the magazines over time. They're always just these little sales. That is the garage sale where the guy, I figured out, okay, follow me. There's this guy that went missing called Gary Mathias. It was this huge true crime thing, and we figured out through the magazines and through everything that what are you doing? Oh my god, you're showing your setup? There's his nerd setup.
Just a couple of screens.
Oh my gosh. And you probably want more. I don't even know. I don't understand.
So many more would be nice.
Oh my god. Okay. So anyways, this is the true crime thing we figured out, our mystery. We figured out that wasn't the missing guy, but that was his uncle. Anyways, that's his magazines. So I randomly sold 4 of them this weekend, which is so strange. Yeah, just one more chapter remembers it. Yeah, so here's some more of those magazines. Guys, we have made so much money off that box. Like, one magazine in there sold for $350. And then we've just been selling them. We've made thousands of dollars off of these magazines. It's so crazy. It's such a weird thing. So this one, though, was a comic. So this is a super old Casper comic. Definitely, obviously, vintage, by Harvey Comics, 12 cents. I don't know anything about comics, but that seems like a cool comic. And we're going to send it off to our new friend here. And I've got a bunch of old, I just keep, like, I try to keep, like, when I cut, like, things off, I try to keep those, and we just use those for stabilization for stuff. So, Barbies, good to see you. Welcome in. Advertising. Yeah, I know, right, Tay? That is true. They were advertising the pew pews on the back there. Can you believe that? I mean, dude. Okay. I'm going to be old for a second. Kids are just built tougher back then. That's what it was. Like, they're like, here's a pellet gun. You'll shoot your eye out. Like, I mean, think about that. They could never make that movie now. That would never happen. Like, our movies are weak these days. Oh my God, I'm gonna get either a love or I'm gonna get hate for that statement. I'm not sure. One of the two. One of the two. I'm okay with it. I appreciate it all. All right, so we're just folding this in. I'm just using an envelope here. I have a bunch of these legal flat rate envelopes. It's so silly. So when we moved here, some of you guys probably already know the story, but when we moved here, we got a bunch of these legal flat rate envelopes to be able to use, because when I was in Washington State, I used to ship pants and shirts in these because it was less expensive for me to ship them this way doing priority than it was to do Ground Advantage from Washington. So if I shipped something to like Florida, it was always cheaper in the priority. So things have changed a little bit, but that's the way it used to be. So when we moved down here, I went to, USPS.com, got all my shipping materials, and I'm ready, I'm good to go, I'm excited. And I go to ship stuff here, and I realized that it is way cheaper if I don't do that. And if I just do, do Ground Advantage, it's way cheaper, or like Ground Cubic Advantage or USPS Ground, it's just way cheaper. So I went to the post office to tell the lady, hey, I've got all of these flat rate envelopes. I don't know what to do with these. Can I just bring them in and drop them off? And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we can't take those back. And I was like, what do you mean you can't take those back? And she's like, we can't take them. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do with them? She goes, well, you can donate them. I'm like, donate them to where? To Goodwill so that they can charge people for them illegally? Are you telling me to do that? And anyway, so I had this conversation with her. She's like, I'm sorry, we just don't have room. We can't take them back. And I was like, okay. So then we went up to the Buda post office. I asked them the same thing. They're a smaller post office. They said, no, we can't take them back. And I was like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do with them? And that literally the workers were like, we don't know. So I just use them every once in a while for like magazines, stabilizing things. I mean, what else am I going to do with them? I don't want to, I suppose I could drive them to the recycling thing, but it just seems like a waste to not use them for some other purpose. I don't know, maybe that's the reseller in me or something. I just hate the idea of people not, of things just getting thrown away or like not properly recycled. I'm so weird about that stuff. But anyways, that's adorable. That's me after eating the pizza via 313 the other night. Oh my Lord. My stomach is like, what did you actually do, you nut? You nut. Oh my goodness. No cap vintage. I see you sneaking in here, thinking you're all clever on a Monday morning. I see you, mister. How are you today? I love Pizza 313. I really, really like it. We've got a couple pizza places here that are good. We've got Aviator, which is good. D, did you just get a sticker? Yeehaw, baby. Yarg. Welcome to the Nice Cops crew. Thank you, D. I appreciate you. I think we got 12 of those stickers left now. But yeah, so we've got Aviator. It's like a thinner crust. So if you're in the mood for like a thinner situation, that one's good. But if you want like that, I wanted that like deep dish, crispy cheese on the outside. Num, 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 num. And weirdly enough, they had like one of my favorite ciders there. So there's a brand or a cider called Crackberry that is like so freaking delicious, but it's like a really weird and obscure cider. And so when I asked Lady, I said, do you have any ciders? And she said, yeah. She said, oh, all we have is this Crackberry one. And I was like, what? I was like, that's like my favorite. Uzu is my very favorite, but the Crackberry is my second favorite. And so I was really excited. I was like, yeah, baby. I was like, I am going to have one of those and some pizza, and then I'm going to regret my choices for 3 days because my stomach's going to be upset. I lost my other one. Oh no, D. So I think I might have accidentally thrown your sticker out with when I got my order from you. I think it must have been in there because I got your thank you card. So what I did is on the outside of the thank you card, I cut the little D shape out and put it on my thing in the other room because I think I accidentally misplaced the sticker in the unpacking situation. So Dee's just like, okay, deal. I should just buy another one from you. It's not your fault. It's my bad. 13 by 9. So we're 13 by 9. 13 by 9. 13 by 9 by 1. By how much do you weigh? You weigh a total of 5 ounces, baby. You weigh, oh, nope, 3 pounds. You are not a 3-pounder. 5 ounces. Here we go. All right. We are paying $4.63 for shipping. They paid $4.63. They paid $10 for the Casper, or $8. I'm sorry, $8.12 for the Casper. And here we go. 11 left. We got 11 left. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Just One More, for keeping track. I appreciate it, you guys. And if you guys bought anything from us on our show on Saturday night, yeah, so we did the raid train Saturday night. If you bought anything, I'm getting that all ready today, so that will go in the mail tomorrow. You won't see it today because it is a holiday. I was looking for your raid train yesterday, then I realized it was Saturday. Yes, Annie, it was. It was so fun. The gal before me, I feel so bad for her. The person who was supposed to go on before me, didn't do her set. So we were all trying to scramble and figure out what was going on. And then she messaged me yesterday and said, hey, I'm so sorry. She said, I went live. My internet cut out. I went to reboot the internet. And when I went to reboot it, my show wasn't there anymore because Whatnot had counted that the show started and ended. And so she's like, then I was just really upset and just like I was crying and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So anyways, if you're watching, you know who you are. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That really sucked. It did, however, give us a little bit extra time, which was great because that time goes so fast. You know, they give you 30 minutes, but that goes so fast. And that's the first time I've done one of them. So it was definitely, it was the learning process of how to do it. I will say, you have to like put everything up ahead of time. That prep work of putting stuff up ahead of time is pretty taxing. So I may do it a little different next time. Because it just took way too much time loading everything up. So, God says I need a sticker board to put the stickers up. I know. Well, and here's the thing. So I'll still be taking you guys in the other room when we do our things, like when we're doing these and we're just like doing shipping and stuff together. I'll still have my board in the other room for sure. Yeah. So normally in a raid train, you have to preload items. But what I noticed some of the other sellers did is they just preloaded kind of like miscellaneous things and then they ran totally different things. Which might be the way to go because I literally went through and got pictures of everything, which will help when I'm doing my listings today, but still it was just a lot of work. It was more work than I think I will do next time for it. I definitely want to do it again, but I will just do it differently. Okay, so we also sold 3 more of those magazines. So we got all 3 more. I want to show you guys these 2 because they're just so cool looking. Sticker board, that's a good idea though. Okay, so this is our first one. Check that out with a really cool background. And these are in like really good condition. Like this guy took very, very, very good care of his items. So that's one of them. And then here is our second one. This is a 1968 scorebook. 1968. Look at how beautiful the coloring is on that though. I mean, these are just in such good condition for being from 1968. Like that was just a little while ago. If you're born in 1968, you're like, I'm so young. What are you talking about? All right, and then we've got this third one here, and this one's cool. This is the 1969 scorebook. So pretty neat. Look at how shiny those still are. They're just in really, really crazy good condition for being that age. So I have sold so many of these now. Like it's so crazy. I think we had 200 of them. I think it was like 200. It was a lot. It was a lot. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, Annie, when are you doing your next show? Yeah, when do you guys have shows coming up? Please share with us all when your guys' shows are, because that's what these hours are for. These hours are for working, and then they're also for you guys letting us know when your next shows are going to be. So please, please, please fill us in. Give us all of the information. Let us know everything. Anada 9. What are you doing? Good to see you. I'm going to be doing more shows. Need to get rid of more inventory. Hopefully you're following me. Yes, guys, make sure you follow Annie. Annie is just an amazing, incredible woman. I love her so much. She is such a hard worker and she's very consistent. I think that's one of the things that just really impresses me. This person bought 3 of these, so I'm going to put just a little bit of foam in here. That's what impresses me about Annie, is she's just very consistent. She consistently sources. She consistently lists. She's just good. She's just a good 'em. You're a good 'em, Annie. You're a good 'em. All right, they're getting one of these little stickers here. Take it with you vintage says, I have one scheduled for tonight, but I might reschedule. Well, take it to you vintage. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to get you followed, and anyone that follows me today, I will get you followed back when I hop on later. Let's go in and bookmark Take It With You Vintage's show. And then that way, if they change the date or anything, it will still be there and you'll have some bookmarks. I had to do that recently and kind of change our whole schedule. We were doing these shows 7 days a week, and mad props and crazy respect to the sellers that do that. I can't. It was too much for me because it was just too much. I just was too exhausted. Sunday was coming, and what was happening was we weren't getting any life things done. So the house was just completely destroyed. The dogs were fully neglected. Our own bodies were neglected. Grocery shopping wasn't getting done. Like, it was just turning into this like constant issue of feeling behind, and so it was feeling bad. I just didn't like the feeling of it. So we're not doing any sort of whatnots on Sundays now, so I had to change all of those around a little bit. Love this community. I agree. I love it as well, 100%, with all of my heart, literally. Calm down, Tracy. What are you doing? Good to see you. Okay, so we're gonna get our shipping label on this. So this guy wound up spending about $50 on magazines. So we are going to get this weighed. Now, I've got these great stickers that I got from Amazon. They say do not bend on them. If you take this little thing here, this new thing, screenshot that, then you go into your photos, you will be able to go to our link tree. And in our link tree is our thing of reseller supplies to get you started. These are one of the things, this has been one of my best investments. They are not expensive, and what I do is whenever I've got any sort of magazines or anything, I just put the do not bend. Now, is it going to stop the worker from destroying it? I don't know, but here's what I will say. If for any reason it gets destroyed and the mailman tries to bend and shove it into a mailbox, that's not my bad, and I will not have to refund the buyer. That would be eBay will take care of that situation. So I put those little stickers on it and just let them know, do not bend. That way it is on the packaging. So, and they were cheap, cheap, cheap. So you stop doing pajamas down on Sunday. Yeah, so Jaylicious, we stopped just taking family day on Sundays, and we started thinking, well, we'll do a whatnot show on Sundays. And so we tried it, and it was just too much. Like, obviously you guys know, like, I mean, I'm a very, very busy person, but I also, because I'm so busy, need that decompression. And so I wasn't getting it, and the house was just disgusting. Dishes were piling, we just weren't getting to anything. So I'm a much happier person on Mondays now, since I don't have to, I'm not waking up exhausted. Like, yes, we worked all day. I cleaned out the garage. I hung 82 items up yesterday. We rearranged this entire room. So it's like we were working and doing stuff, but it wasn't like it was doing stuff for the house versus like trying to sell stuff and the prep work and everything. It's a lot of work. So, all right, here is this, and here is that. Why is it doing that? Strange. Interesting. That's okay. We'll just do this. We're going to go with Ground Advantage. Perfect. Okay. All right. So we are paying $7.57 for shipping. He paid $13.89. I wonder why it charged him so much. So I have it set up on my variant listings on eBay. I have it set up so when they purchase an item, the shipping is cheaper for each item that they get. So I may send over a couple dollars back to this guy. I know I don't have to. This is going to Michael in California. I know I don't have to do that. That's just a core value thing for me. Like if you give me $14 for shipping and it only cost me $7, that's an excessive amount. I'd rather refund this guy a few dollars because the chance of him coming back and buying more of these Angels magazines is really good if I do that. And also it just feels right inside of me. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer for that. Some people refund, some people don't. There's no judgment either way. I just, for my own self, I do that. And I think I need to move my labels over just a little bit here. When we set the Rolo back up here, I just need to do this a little differently. These labels are like slightly off. There we go. Let's try that. Man, this Rolo's a workhorse. I'm telling you, I will never regret buying this thing. I thought it was so expensive when I got it, and now it's just like such a great little tool. Okay, all right, so that is our next item. All right, the next thing we've got here is going to be another shirt. This is a bread and butter brand for me. Y'all have heard me talk about this a million times on our lives. I sell so many of these. Wish that was an option on this platform. I know, I totally feel that. Take it with you. I would love for that to be an option here. I suspect in the future that Whatnot's going to get a little bit better about how their shipping works and things. I think it's still evolving. I don't think they've fully settled because it seems to still be kind of all over the board. So if you are a reseller, this is a wonderful brand. If you can get this brand for an inexpensive price, this one sold for $15. These just steadily always sell for me. They're like Ralph Lauren polo shirts. They just always sell. So this is a little company called Denim and Flower. They usually have a really neat print. They come usually in cotton or viscose, which is like a bamboo plant material. And they just always sell well for me. I ship one of these probably 3 times a week at least. So I usually pick them up at a garage sale. I don't think I'd pay more than like maybe like $4 or $5 for it, depending on the size. But they're just nice little bread and butters, great little shirts. So again, we're gonna do our little fold that we do here, over, 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 down, up, 6x2. 6x2, baby. Coley! There's my lady. How's my Coley today? Coley is one of the most generous, kind, and nice people I've ever met in my entire life. I am very, very happy to see you. All right, so they are getting a little whale here with the cute little thank you card. And we're going to tape them down. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want this to be 6x6x2. If I make it 6x6x2, because I do flat rate shipping, it's only going to cost me like $4.68 or $5.24 to ship this versus, $6.57 or $6.99. So just having that little bit of size difference really makes a difference when you're shipping. So 6x6x2 all day, every day, baby. So this is going to be 6 ounces. And we are going to go 6x6x2. So before, when this was set at 8x8x3, because it just auto set it to that, it was going to be $5.31 to ship it. Ready? Boom, $4.57. That literally saves almost $1 just changing the size of that package. So keep that in mind, guys. 6x6x2 is what you want. And this is going to Steven in New Mexico. Steven in New Mexico. For real, they always stand out, and I let them go. Gotta comp them. Yeah, I would definitely pick them up if you can pick them up for a lower price. Like if you can get them on Whatnot for $5, let's say, and you're already getting discounted shipping or you're getting free shipping at that point, great. Pick it up. Don't snooze on that. But for the denim and flowers, the viscose, you can pay a little bit more because it's more expensive. I would stay away from the super smalls. Like smalls are fine, mediums fine, larges are super great, extra large is even better. And then viscose would be the best one you can find, viscose, silk, anything like that. and then just a good cotton. And then it really just comes down to, it's the print. Make sure on these prints too that you're doing things like vacation, tropical, any of the denim and flower. I include all my keywords that have anything to do with like preppy, vacation, tourist, anything like that. Any of those keywords. If you guys don't know what that is, we can use our new little thing here, screenshot it, go in to your pictures and follow it and get our master keywords list for that. Denim and flowers always have novelty print. Exactly. What's up, Riz? I see you. Yeah, it's weird because I don't see a lot of people talk about them, and it's just one of those brands that I'm always surprised. Oh, I need to redo that again, so we need to move it more that way. Denim and flowers is one of those things I'm always surprised that more people don't sell it or talk about it. It's just such a nice little bread and butter brand to me. Let's see. So that one is, yeah, we need to move it that way. Okay. Sorry, I'm repositioning the Rolo here. Otherwise, it's kind of cutting things off a little bit. So let's see. Did that get all that in there? Yeah, that's all in there. All right. What else do we got? If you guys are over on YouTube and you are seeing the little QR code appear wherever it's at, you can just follow that QR code over to Whatnot and follow us over here. If you haven't ever had a Whatnot before, if you use the code NICECOMPS, NICECOMPS, it'll give you $15 to shop. Because who doesn't like free, baby? Who doesn't like free? I like free. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, next thing we've got is called a sometimes it's worth it item. Ready? So I saw this little puppy at a yard sale, and I was like, that is a disgusting print. So look at this thing. I mean, can you freaking even with that? I saw this and I was like, oh, that's a banger. Then I also noticed that it's a local company. So it's a made in the USA, super throwback. This actually wound up being like a 2016, I think. How did I find that out? I went over to their IG and I found someone wearing this shirt and it was like new release and it was like 2016 or something like that. I know that seems like going down a rabbit hole, but it literally took me like 2 seconds to do. So if I find like a local company or a company that I'm like, I wonder what era they made these shirts in, because I want to be able to label it correctly. Is it vintage? Is it Y2K? Is it modern? What is it, right? I will set a timer in my head. I'll put like a 2-minute timer in. I'm going to give this 2 minutes to research. Otherwise it goes on for too long. And sometimes it pays off and you can find out information. Sometimes you can't. That really helped with this one because this is one of their older designs. Now, this is called a sometimes it's worth it. Why? So when I got this, it was missing this little button, or this button here. You guys, sometimes you're going to think I'm insane, but other times you're going to think I'm a genius. It's going to be a 50-50. So when I found them on Instagram, I messaged them and said, hey, I have this shirt, and I sent them a picture of it. I said, but I'm missing the button. Do you guys know where you got your buttons? Because it's a local company, so I'm like, I wonder if they got their buttons locally. They literally sent me a message back and said, hey, no problem. They sent me a link to the Joanne Fabrics, which thank God I got it when I did. They sent me a link to the Joann's Fabric so I could find it. And then when we went up into Austin for one of our little adventures, we stopped by Trader Joe's to pick up the Verde Salsa that I love that's from there. And then we swung into Joann's and I bought it. It cost me, I think it was $2.99 for the buttons. There was like 3 of them, I think. Or maybe it was 2 or 3 of the buttons for a couple bucks. I came home. I just popped. Riz right now is like, oh my Lord, Charity. I just popped and sewed that little button back on and then sold this thing for $50. So I paid $1 at a garage sale. I spent probably a total of maybe 10 minutes total because button sewing ons are pretty fast. Maybe even generously, I'll say 15 total on it. But for $50, I'll do it every time, especially for something as sick as this. And I think this is one of those things where it's like, if this had just been some plain shirt, I wouldn't have done it. But being able to get something that is disgusting like that back out into the world just makes my little reseller heart soar. Does anybody else ever get anything? Yo, I see you over on YouTube. God, thank you. Does anybody else ever, God's like, I'm trying to help you with your hours on YouTube. I'm going to get monetized, guys. We're almost 50% there. We're getting there. But do you guys ever find something that like you will put the extra step in or the extra mile in just because it's so amazing and you just don't want it to end up like in a landfill or something. And that was this shirt. Totally worth it to me for the time, worth it for the couple dollars in the button, worth it for the Instagram message. And I get to get a local business's handmade item back out into the public. Because if it was at a garage sale for $1, the next place it was going was probably Goodwill, so that they can try to charge $45,000 on it, and then have it end up in the bins, and then someone else gets it and has to message and get a button. And then it just goes on and on and on. Levi's Museum, they bought them from, oh wow, that's incredible. Ooh, people underestimate, I'm telling you. I reached out to Hood Rubber that makes the tires. They make tires now for GMC, but back in the day, they used to make rubber soles for Converse. And I came across this pair of shoes that they're not Converse, they're women's shoes. They look like Keds, but they're velvet. I still have them. I need to get them listed. I actually was talking with the company. We've been talking back and forth for a few months now, trying to figure out the history of these shoes, and they can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. So I'm just going to list them for like a pretty good price, I guess. They might sit for a while, but there's going to be somebody out there that used to work for someone or knows someone that used to something. There's going to be somebody out there that can appreciate them. And I love those items. I love being able to resell those items because A, they bring in great money for our family, but they also help to get something that's unusual and really special back out into the market. So, oh, thank you. Take it with you. Vintage says you're doing the good work. I appreciate that. I mean, that's what we are, right? We're detectives. We're detectives. Rawr. We're figuring it out. We're stealing from the poor, and we're detectives as well. We're like pirate detectives. All right, let's go ahead and get our shipping label here. And this feels like it's under a pound. Yeah, we're at 10 ounces for this. So this is 0 tab 10 ounces. And 0, 10. And we are at 6 by 6 by 2. And let's take a look here. So we are paying $5.09 to ship this. They paid $5.99. This is going to Sharon in Texas. This is, oh my God, that makes it even better. This is going to San Antonio. So that makes it even better because this shirt is staying local to where this company is. I wonder if she bought it because it is an Austin-based company. That's so cool. Hey, honey, that flame shirt that we got, I put the button on, that's from the people that made it from Texas, from Austin, is going down to San Antonio. Yeah, that's so cool. That makes me so happy. That's so cool. Rad. Okay. All right. So exactly, finding the person that makes your heart warm. I agree. Okay, so we're gonna get this printed out, and hopefully it'll print out better this time. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Now we're within the margins. And we use these, we just cut these spare ones up and use them for the labels on your guys' little cubbies so that we can change them for each show. I know. Hey, we're cheap. Wait, what can we say? We're trying to save a buck over here. All right. Okay, so that's everything on the bay. Then I believe we've got one on the pop. Let's take a look here and see what we got. Yes, okay. So you got one item here, and this is a older Nike Texas Longhorns shirt. I'll show you this with the center swoosh there. Nice little shirt, and we will get him folded up here and looking nice and on his way. I also try to put the graphics inside when I ship things, just in case the conveyor belt gets a little frisky and there's friction. I just don't want it to damage any of the graphic. So all buttons, graphics, all that kind of stuff I try to put inside. If I'm putting it in a box, I don't worry about it as much. But, ooh, look at that spooky guy. Woo! Jump scare. Woo! Woo! Jump scare. Nathan, welcome in. Southern Treasures 2. I see you. I'm tipping my hat to you. Carol's here. Mr. Detroit. What's going on? Mr. Detroit. I had a Detroit style pizza the other night, and it was like, That's what I'm talking about. It was so good. So good. All right, we're going to put this in here. Now, all my Depopy stuff, I do ship outside of Depopy. I know not everybody has that, but we do, and it helps to save us a little bit of, helps to make us a little bit of money, actually. So I'm just going to copy the address here. I'm going to go over to the old pirate shipyard. And we are going to get this shipped out. Let's get all logged in. Our computer changed places and everything. Now I gotta log back into everything. I gotta start over. There we go. All right. Oh my God, honey. Dude, Justin, I can read the words on pirate ship now so much better. Wow. You don't realize how different a good monitor is going to be until you use it and you look back at what you were using and you're like, okay. I could never go back. It's like when Justin had me try real Vermont maple syrup compared to like, I grew up with like Mrs. Buttersworth. I thought that was syrup. And then we got real maple syrup sent to us by his grandma in the mail. And I took a bite of it and I was like, I'll never be able to have Mrs. Butterworth again. Like, I am now a syrup snob forever and ever. All right. And this is going to be probably 9 ounces. Oh, 8 ounces. Even better. Even better, precious. What is going on, Sophia? I see you. Sophia, you always make my heart happy. Okay, we're going to get this label. So we are only paying $4.62 for the shipping on this. They paid $5.99. So we're able to make a little extra on that. We like that. We like that. And this is going to Nick in Maryland, right? MD is Maryland, correct? I believe. Yes. I always get the M1s mixed up. There's too many M1s. You got Maine, Maryland, Minnesota, Massachusetts. There's too many of them. All you M-word states, you get me confused. All right, there is that. Okay, and then next up here, what do we got? So I think that was our only Depoppers. Depop has been so quiet for me. It's so interesting. It didn't used to be. I don't know if it's just because Riz and I were talking about this. I think like over on Depop, like all the younger sellers are doing things where they like lay the pants on the ground and they like squish them, and then with the shirts they make them look all like ugh. Like they don't look flat and good and crisp. You can't read anything on it. A friend of ours, Jaron, he's like the number 30th seller in the world. He makes like over $100,000 a year on Depoppies, and I know that's how he does it. But I look at his listings. There's no measurements. There's no nothing. It's just like on the ground. It looks kind of crumpled. It like doesn't look good. It doesn't even look clean, and he just sells stuff like hotcakes. So it's good on him. I literally, morally, cannot take photographs and have things look like that. Minnie Hemi, good to see you. Sandra's here. Diane or Dion, probably is Dion. Nellie is unlocked. You're pretty great. You know what, Nellie? You are pretty great. Elrita, good to see you guys. Okay, next up we've got Poshi. Let's take a look. What did we sell over there? Maybe something? Yes. Oh, we got a whole bunch of somethings over there. Poshmark is so funny. It'll be crickets for me. It'll be nothing. It'll be like, hello, is anyone there? Is anyone there? And then all of a sudden, it'll be just like ding, 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 boom, bang, bing, pow. Like, and you're just like, what in the H-E double hockey sticks? All right. So first thing we got over there is going to be, Charity, if you move this closer, then you don't have to strain your back. The first thing we've got is a pair of jeans that I don't see. Hey, honey, I must have just sold these. Can you get me number 1768? 1768. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and get this one. So this is one of my favoriteest brands to sell. I literally sell one of these every single day. This is our Polo Ralph Lauren. This is an older one. This is going to be a Y2K. This is a long sleeve gray knit shirt in an XL with the blue pony. Now, when you are doing Ralph Lauren and you're looking at the older labels all look like this, this is how you'll know if it's really Ralph Lauren. Thank you so much, baby. Inside at the bottom, there's going to be a little care tag, and it usually has a thing in the back that says supplier with a bunch of numbers that don't mean anything. But that little tag right there is going to let you know if Ralph Lauren is real or not. So the newer ones look a little different there, but the newer ones generally have QR codes on it, so they're even easier to figure out. But if you look in that hem in the inside, you will see that there, and that will let you know that it's real, because there is dupes out there. I actually bought 2 dupes that I need to do a video on so that I can show people how to spot the difference in those. Snappy, I see you. What's my Snap Dabble doing? All right, so once again, our collar trick. we're going down, we're folding up shirts, and we're putting that button in the inside too. And that way, when it goes over the conveyor belt, it will not snag. And look at how small I can get that shirt. Now, on Poshmark, it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to be shipping these in priority, so it doesn't matter, but I still try to keep them as small as I can. Sitting at the thrift waiting for an insane line to go away. Dang, like you're in line, you found stuff, or you're like in line to get in to the thrift store. Reloved Finds, guys, make sure you follow my friend Reloved Finds. I'm in the bins, Charity. All right, Reloved, I want to hear what you get today. I need to grab a couple envelopes. Give me just a second, guys. Reloved, we want to hear what you're finding. You know who else is a bins connoisseur is Miss Annie. Amazing Annie. I'm telling you, she's a bins girl. I have a 30-pound IKEA bag I shouldn't be carrying, and all the carts are taken. Oh, dude. You need to get one of those little carts that AZ has. You know that cart that AZ has that he takes when he goes to, like, the flea market? That's what you need. You need one of those. Like, legit, for sure. I have a wagon. I haven't used it yet. Because I still haven't sourced at the bins. I still haven't been. We just haven't needed to. We do so many garage sales like that. I just haven't needed to. And then I've also been doing like buyouts, like buying out people that are either have a too much inventory or people that didn't want to do it anymore. Like there's that guy that I got that buyout from. That he is a firefighter. Him and his wife, who was just his girlfriend at the time, used to go out to the bins and they used to source, and this was like their little kind of thing that they did together. And then they've had 2 kids in like 2.5 years, and he just doesn't have time. So I bought him out. So I'm always looking for those kind of deals. It's half off day, and I remember now why I never come on this day. I hate people. Snap, I'm with you. I literally, that's my biggest worry about going to like the bins is just the sheer number of people. I'm just concerned about that. I don't like that. I'm not a big crowds person. I can do it at a concert because I usually have like some liquid courage, but outside of that, I just got tickets. I'm very excited for something. Okay, Snappy. I wanted to get tickets for the Brand New. I don't know if anybody here listens to Brand New. I love Brand New. I went to get tickets for Justin and I to get tickets before the fees. It would have been $167. And so I was like, no freaking way am I paying that. So we were going to go do that because they were playing the day before my birthday. So they play on the 12th. My birthday's on the 13th. So I was like, oh, that's like a perfect birthday thing. We'll go do that. I'm like, we can't afford to go to that. That's insane. And so we did find, though, the weekend before, there's going to be, whoops, my printer was not level. Let's try that again. There's going to be like a band, there's going to be a 2-day little festival thing. It's a night before party at Bucks. And then there's like some bands, some music playing, and then all day on Saturday. So I will not be garage sailing that day. In fact, I think I'm going to have 2 Saturdays off in June because I am not going to go on my birthday, and I'm not going to go the weekend before we're going to do this, which is fun. I have so much stuff right now. It's good. It's fine. We're good. So anyway, Mest is playing. I don't know if anyone knows who Mest is, but Mest is playing. One of the people in Bowling for Soup is doing, he does country music, so he's playing, it's like a country parody rock punk thing. Kind of like Me First and the Gimme Gimmes kind of situation. No one probably knows who that is, and that's okay. And then there's a band called Van Full of Nuns playing, which is a cover band. They do all like 2000s emo and pop punk, which is like literally my life. So that's playing. So that's gonna be an all-day Saturday festival. So I'm really excited. So we're gonna do that. It feels good to have some tickets. I've got the Used concert coming up here in a few months. I'm really excited for that one too. And then we have tickets to go see. Oh, I've got tickets to go see. There's this band, an Australian band called Dear Seattle. I don't know if anyone has ever heard. Nobody knows my music, and that's okay. But there's this band called Dear Seattle that I love, and they're opening for other people. I don't care about the other people. I'm just excited to see them. Yeah, the Used is going to be like I'm getting a tattoo for my birthday. That's a good idea. Man, I haven't had a tattoo in way too long. It has been way too long. Like, it's been a minute. So I need to do that too. I need to find someone up in Austin that does like neo-traditional, which is kind of what I like. So once I can find somebody, I found one girl I kind of like hers, but they're almost too sticker-like. Yeah. So I'll figure it out. I'll find someone. We'll get there. What are you gonna get, Snappy? I know I should get a tattoo. What are you gonna get, Snap? What are you thinking? Shy, I see you there. River Rat tattoo in New Braunfels. All right, Riz. River Rat. Let me write this down. I've got my little book here, so when you guys tell me about things, I can write them down. So we've got River Rat tattoo in New Braunfels. I'll take a look at them. You'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be interactive. What? Ooh, I'm excited about that. All right, the next thing we've got is a pair of vintage Levi's. These are a little pair of 550s. Nothing too exciting, just your basics. 1998s, and these sold for, I think, 24 over on the old Hershey Murky. I saw a lot of Levi's. Levi's just sell. Levi's will always sell. Levi's are never going to not sell. And they're getting a cute little guy here. See if we missed anybody on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube and you haven't had a chance yet to give a little follow or a subscribe, I would appreciate it. I am working incredibly hard trying to get monetized over there. It's difficult because I am just not going to do a bunch of like clickbaity videos and stuff just to get followers and stuff. I just can't do it. I'm not saying that other people do it. I'm just saying it's just not my thing. Like, it feels weird to me. Like, I'm such a, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm just a very, like, what you see is what you get person. So when I'm trying to do videos where it's like, hey guys, smash that button or do this, it doesn't feel like me and I hate it, so I can't do it. So that's the way that goes. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so we're gonna get this printed out and sent out here. So these cost me probably $1 is probably what I paid for these, and anywhere between. Oh, these are going to Ohio. So black my eyes and cut my wrist, black my eyes and cut my wrist. This is going to Richard in Ohio. Whenever we see Ohio, we got to do it. Coley, that one was for you. That's for my girl Coley in Ohio. Man, I want to see Hawthorne Heights so bad. I haven't seen them in way too long. I gotta find more concerts. It's more concerts. More and more and more. Like, some people spend their money. I know Snappy and I literally live the same life. Some people spend their money on, like, really expensive handbags. Some people spend their money on, stuff for their garden. I spend money on band t-shirts and concerts. That is my thing. You wouldn't fall down an escalator for likes and views. I would not. No, but you know what, God? I would accidentally fall down an escalator, and if someone was video recording me, they would probably go viral. Music is life. I agree. I concur. I definitely would not be me without being able to listen to ridiculously, disgustingly loud music in my room here when I'm working. The only time it's quieter in here is when I'm in here with you guys. I don't have my music blaring, but otherwise I have it, like, I have a sound bar up here now that Justin just put in. This room's gonna get loud. Okay, next up here. Now, y'all are a bunch of snoozers. I told you the other day, I was like, guys, I'm running a skater show. I have Dickies. Now, my good friend, Miss Spicy Ruth, Miss Tiana Rosita, she knew what was up. And I told y'all, I'm running these Dickies. I'm running Dickies for cheap. Get Dickies. They literally always sell. They have become really, really big in the streetwear community, the Hispanic community. They're bigger than ever because a song came out about them and Converse. They are huge in the metal community, the rock community, the vintage community, the MMA community, the affliction community. Like Dickies are like, have become a brand like Wrangler. It's had a resurgence. And y'all snoozed. I listed these Dickies and sold them for 20 bucks. I think it was 20 bucks in literally 2 days. 2 days. And these aren't even anything that crazy. This is just a pair of Y2K Dickie Carpenter jeans. Like, I'm telling you, don't snooze on the Dickies. They are selling very, 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 very well. Especially like the button-up shirts. When Justin and I were packaging up the stuff, we were like, dude, Spicy Ruth knows what's up. She knew. These are going to Lauren in Colorado. And let's get these printed out here. So I think I paid like $1 or $2 for these. Probably something like that. Oh, goodness gracious. Honey, I think we're going to need to move my labels slightly. It's doing like a weird thing. Not right this second, but just putting that out there. I think it's like the machine is like off kilter or something. Like the labels are off kilter. There we go. All right. Okay, let's get this in a bag. So, other question, guys, is who's working today? What are you guys doing? Is it just off work because it's Memorial Day? Or who's doing what? I know we've got Snappy Thrifting. We've got, let's see, who else was at wasn't it Reloved? Yeah, Reloved is thrifting. What else are you guys doing today? Who's got stuff going on? Oh, Shy has listed 17 so far. Shy, you make me feel like that's it. I need to get to work. Shy is outlisting us all, you guys. She's got the Care Bear countdown going on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She woke up and she is doing it. Pair of Dickies, but some 40 and 50 waists. Yeah. Yeah, those will sell really well. Make it a fat burger when I get home. Oh, that sounds so good. Sophia is organizing the garage. Oh my goodness, that's what I did for yesterday. You know, we got our whole garage organized a few months ago, and it felt so good. But then we kind of changed how we've been doing things. Because at the time when we did the garage organizing, I wasn't doing whatnot shows. And so I hadn't factored that into like how we're going to do stuff. But Justin came up with a great idea yesterday. So right now we've got clothing racks in the garage, right? So I'm hanging clothes ahead of time. So that way when I go to do a show, the goal would be this. Grab the clothes, bring them in here, stick them on the rack, run the whatnot show, let you guys get stuff for a good deal. Whatever doesn't sell, I take to my room right there, list it, boom, it goes in inventory. So this would be the goal, is to get like this flow. But to do that, I got to get everything out of bags and tubs, and I got to sort everything. And so I'm putting it kind of like all the vintage stuff's going on a rack, all of my like, oh my God, you guys, I have some sick pieces for tomorrow night's show. Like disgustingly sick, amazing vintage Reebok, Nikes, Adidas. I've got great stuff for tomorrow's show. So make sure you bookmark that if you haven't. But so I've got like, so I'm putting things in kind of like sections on how I'm going to run them on whatnot. And so what we were thinking is, man, we're going to need to buy a whole bunch more racks because I have other stuff I need to go through that I've gotten from people that I'm still working on processing, but I need a place to put it. I don't want to just process it and put it back in tubs and bins because that defeats the purpose, right? So our first notion was like, okay, well, we'll just buy a whole bunch more racks for the garage. Well, the racks are really expensive, and then you also have a lot of wasted space because between where the rack is and the ceiling, there's so much space. And I can do a Z-Rack and get those, but they're like $250 or more a piece. And I would need like 4 of them. That's a lot of money to invest, right? So Justin's like, you know what we could do is we could just build out the garage to hold clothing because this is our life, right? We're resellers. This is our business. We're not going to be doing anything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some 2x4s and run it from the ceiling down. He's going to bracket it into the floor and then also mount it into the ceiling. And then we're just going to run poles across. So there'll be one row up and then there'll be another row below it. And then it'll have just kind of stabilizers. He's going to do like a chain kind of stabilizer so stuff doesn't like swing and move like that. And then what I'll do is I'll put all my pants on the bottom and then I'll put all the shirts up top. So it'll just look like this, but full. And then that way I can get all my stuff up. So when we get home on Saturdays from garage sailing, we usually take Saturday nights kind of off. We're just exhausted. I'm out, I've garage sailed, I'm sunburnt, I'm tired. We usually grab a bite to eat and then come home and just kind of like decompress for the evening. But on Sundays is a great day for us to like process stuff. So get into the garage sale stuff that we just got. If we could get our garage sale stuff home, put it in the garage, then in the garage, just process it right there. Let's see, whatnot, where does it go on the things? Get it all hung up, get everything laid out. That way, when the week starts and Monday starts, we can literally just have this like get stuff, run stuff, list stuff, move, and just get a really, really good flow. So I'm really excited about that. For sure. I'm thinking it's going to be chef's kiss. Like it feels right. It feels, when you create a plan and you start doing it and you're like, yeah, this is just exactly how this should work. Because our goal is to be able to do more and more shows, do shows for longer, have more stuff. Like that's the goal, right? I want to run everything through Whatnot first, and then I want to list it if it doesn't sell. That's where we want to go with this. And so if I can do it that way, then it's just constant rotation, and I'll be able to buy big amounts of stuff from closeouts. I'll be able to get more stuff. And then we'll be able to just run more things. So that's the goal. I'm trying to convince myself to go to Barton Creek Mall. What is Barton Creek Mall, Diz? I don't know what that is. What is Barton Creek Mall? I know what Barton Creek is. I still haven't been there yet. I know, I'm so lame. God listed 5 things. Hey, you listed 5 more things than I have today. That's for sure. A partner that can build and fix things is the hottest thing. It is true. It is true. He definitely, Justin is a man of all. He can do a little bit of all of the aspects. For sure, which is great. Disgusting. I mean, you're sick. Twisted. You're a horrible person. You can't let him have it. You can't inflate his head too much. We are a good team. I agree. This is tech and sports kind of energy. Dude, it is. I remember watching him do, when I first started watching Whatnot, I remember watching him do a Whatnot. And this was before he had people doing it for him. It was mainly him, and then he had a few people come on. And watching their thing, I can remember thinking to myself, my God, if I could just get a flow like that, the amount of stuff that we could rescue would be incredible. You're disgusting, you're despicable, and no one even likes you. You're a terrible human. Yes. Oh my God, look who it is! You guys! She never comes to say hello. Look who it is, everybody. Say hello to everyone. This is a meatball. There's a Salarino Lugosi, Rosclina Rabici. What are you doing, missus? It's so beautiful. What's going on? Hi. What's up, Jack? All right.
Open up your.
Okay, give me a second. Just a minute. Let me mark this as shipped before I forget. Dickies.
Squirrel brain.
Dickies. I told them. I literally told everybody. I'm like, Spicy Ruth came in and just cleaned you out. She cleaned you out. Spicy Ruth is the pirate of the week. What am I doing?
Open up your photos.
My photos? Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, left.
Okay. All right. Okay. What am I doing?
The little back arrow at the top of the bar.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scroll down.
Okay.
Should load here shortly.
There's nothing.
Go to your.
Oh.
Alright, open it up.
What is this? Oh, that's adorable. Ooh, I think I want that font to be a little bit thicker though. Justin's working on the stickers because he got called out. Welcome to the Nice Comps crew. I think maybe. I'm a maybe on that. I'm a 50% like it. We're close. I think by the time it gets on those though, it's gonna be so small and hard to read. I'm thinking kind of like that, but something maybe just a little bit different. I like where you're going with it though. We're almost there.
You're fired.
We're getting there.
That's what you get.
That's B. Hey, here's the thing. I will always be honest. You know that. It's like, do you want me to tell you what you think you want to hear, or am I going to tell you what I think? And it's always going to be what I think. Justin, tell us how easy it is to hang a picture with Charity supervising. I literally supervised him hanging the sound bar for the live. Not easy. I wasn't calling him out. I was truly just asking. I know, Steph, of course I know that. If you guys hang with us, you just have to know, we're just literally never serious about anything. And Justin and I are unoffendable humans. Like, you cannot offend me. You cannot offend him. Like, we assume, this is what we assume. We assume that everyone's joking all the time about everything. That's just how we are. That made me snort. The name gets me every time. I know it's true. Nellie, what are you doing? Yeah, I have no idea what Barton Creek Mall is. Oh, what is it? Now I want to know. Now I want to know what it is. Okay, next thing we got here is a pair of shoes that I have had for actually ever. Nikes are so funny. I have LeBrons that are worth so much money. I have a pair of LeBrons that are worth like $400 and something. And then I have a pair of 2013 LeBrons that I literally have been discounting. They're in a size 10, which is great. They are in disgustingly beautiful condition, no dry rot, no issues. These have been discounting in my store for so stinking long. It's disgusting. They finally sold for $25. Like, I can't, it's just so strange to me how shoes are like that, where sometimes they are just worth so much money and then other times they're not. And this is a 2013. I mean, it's a post Y2K, they're older pair, but that's why when I go to garage sales and people have Nikes and stuff for sale, I always comp them, because I made the mistake, that's probably how I even got these, is I made the mistake when I first started of just kind of assuming that they would all be worth money, and that is not true. Sometimes they're just, it's not that they're not worth some money, they're just not worth too much money. Now, if I paid $1 for these, or $2 for them, no problem, but I probably spent money on these, just knowing when I sourced these, who knows what I spent on these. So it is just interesting. God says just donate them. I know, it's so funny. But like I said, I have a couple pairs of LeBrons that are worth like insane crazy money. So these were just not the ones. They did not hit. Ugh. We are still trying to figure out where to stick stuff in this room. We'll get there though. God says, I'm not a fan. Just donate them. Get rid of them. Oh my Lord. We got some haterade, LeBron haterade in the chat today. I love it. Oh God. God's got a great sense of humor. He always cracks me up. Mr. Maurice. Maurice picked up that, didn't you get that Game Boy from AZ last night? You got a good deal on that. Has a good dealio on that one. Whether you're keeping it for yourself or reselling it, you're gonna make some ducats on that one. PS2 Slim Silver. Is that what it was? I couldn't remember. I was like watching his show, and then also we were finishing up the room at the same time, so it was a little crazy. He is so funny. AZ's like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling like a newbie. He's like, I haven't done one of these shows. Isn't that funny? When you get back from vacation, whatever you're doing, it's always like when you first get back, it's always like kind of weird for a day or something. You have the fat you're gonna sell. Yeah. Yep. The old Fat Boy, not to be confused with Fat Boy Slim, totally different. All right, putting that in there, and then we're just gonna pack this a little bit of paper. With it being on Poshmark, I don't have to really be picky about the weight or anything, so. Oh my goodness, that's so cute! Look at him! Look at him! He's amazing! All right, putting that in there. All right, how is our good friend, just one more chapter today? How are you feeling, boo? How are you doing today? Was here. That raid train was so much fun, you guys. I really, really enjoyed doing that. And it was so nice meeting like all these new people. And I had a lot of fun doing that. That was a good time. I will definitely do that again. All right, we are going to download the label here and get this shipped off to, where are these going? These are going to our new friend Daryl in Texas. These are going to Daryl in Texas. I'm so mad I missed the trade. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool watching. It's just so interesting, the diversity of stuff that people sell. It's so fun to watch that. And it's just like, there was a couple on there. That was this cute couple I bought a few things from. This husband and wife. I can't remember what their name was now. I'm so bad about. I wish that I could remember names more. If I had a wish, I would wish that I could remember people's names a little bit easier. It's definitely I don't know, it's some sort of block with my brain. But there's a couple, and they were so cute. This little husband and wife, like, they were older, and that was so fun. They were selling everything, and the husband was like, he's like, oh, look at this shirt. He's like, whoa, this has got some cleavage in here. He's like, oh, for you Texas ladies, he's like, because in Texas, those ladies are just built different. Hubba, hubba. It was so adorable. And then I stayed on after my set. There was S. Boyd, one who has sold like 35,000 things. So I was asking her all about like advice. And then after that, there was a new friend that we've just made, Texas Thrifty Hippie. I think it was Texas Thrifty Hippie was her name. I bought a couple things from her. And she was just super fun. I really liked her. She had a very real vibe to her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you meet those people and you're like, okay, I know who you are, and who you are here is just who you are. Like, and I'm just always attracted to those kind of people because that's what I want to be, right? That's who I am. And so I just really liked her. She was fun. She was eating snacks on stream and stuff. It was just super cute. So it was just fun meeting new people and getting to see there's people that had handmade stuff, and it was just a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. We give chances. I see you there. Cat with 3 kids. Whew, you're busy. Yeah, and the energy. I agree. God says, I've been looking at stickers for a while, but I don't want to buy the wrong kind. I think I'll get the ones with the one sheet. Stickers for like the stickers like that you're making. Is that what you're talking about? Justin's gonna ask why you're keeping all the stickers. He knows. He knows. He knows the second I see a sticker and I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute. He's like, oh, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. I mean, you can't even with that. And then AZ is not in here, but the next time AZ buys something from me, I hold these little stickers out in case you guys wind up buying something from me. So AZ is getting this one. It's a cute little turtle because he's a Ninja Turtle. And then Kitch, if Kitch is ever in here, Kitch buys something, she's getting that one. So I just try to kind of hold stickers out too for you guys in case I find one. Snap, you're in here. If you ever buy something from me, I have a sticker, but it's behind my hand. You can't see it. So the next time you get something there, I'm going to send that one. So I just like to keep them. I don't know. I'm such a weirdo about that stuff. Like, I think that's the thing is like, I want to be this girl that like, you know, makes like $200,000 a year doing this, and I'm killing it, and I'm just like top of my game, and I want to be that, and I will be that. But then along the road, I also just want to have fun doing it. So I want to be able to do little things like sort and find little stickers for individual people, and I want to just be able to like do these kind of things with y'all. I'm not making any money doing this, but I'm getting a chance to like hang out with you guys and have fun, and that's what it's about. Like, I want to have fun. I've done other careers before where I've taken it so seriously that I forgot to take time and have fun. And something my mom used to always say, and you guys know how special she was to me, is she would always just say, like, make sure you enjoy it. Like, her big word was enjoy. So she would always say, and hun, enjoy. You know, because she always had to remind me, like, it's not always just about the focus. Sometimes it's just good to have fun. And so ever since I lost her, I just kind of always try to remember, like, to have fun along the way with whatever I'm doing. And so, case in point, coming on here an hour and 49 minutes to ship 13 items. So, just one more chapter. You are not great. I am incredibly worried about you. I have been thinking a lot about you. So if you're feeling the spidey sense of someone is thinking about you, it's probably me because I've been worried about you for sure. The ones you send out. Do you mean the like the stickers for other people? If you go into my link tree, which I know you already know where it's at, but if you go into my link tree, I know I showed them. I did it again. I'm showing it right this second. It's on the screen. If you go into my link tree and you go into those stickers, the ones that I have that are in the reseller supplies, those are the ones to get. So the only reason I accidentally got these one little tiny ones that one day is because that was my problem. That was my bad. I accidentally added them to my cart and ordered them. So Danny Boo, you guys, speaking of God says that, or chapter says that explains. I have been thinking a lot about you. I hope you know that. So guys, Danny Boo 75 was one of the ones that helped put on the raid train that we did, and Danny was great. So Danny stepped in for the gal that was supposed to be before me because her internet cut out. So she did 4 shows that day. We also had another mod that was a person that kind of had put it together, 3 gens, and she's just going through some family stuff right now. And so Danny really stepped up and really took the reins on this. And it was the most organized raid train, you guys. It was literally the communication and the messages ahead of time were flawless. The instructions were flawless. Image was great resolution. The directions for everything went on time that I could see. I tried to pop into as many people's shows as I could. It just ran really, really well. So make sure you guys follow her. Really neat lady, really super nice, cool chick, very down to earth, very real, feeling human. If you guys are not following her yet, please follow her. I can definitely see her as being a new friend of ours for sure. So, all right, I think that is everything that's sold on the static platforms is what I call it. So static platforms would be the Bay, PM, Epop Day, or Cardi May. Those would be your staples. Hopefully you guys know Pig Latin. So that's kind of your static selling. And then you've got, of course, your online selling. So I'll be getting all of your guys' whatnot orders together when I get off of here because I have to pay attention. I haven't gotten comfortable enough, I guess, with the whatnot shipping yet to just literally be like, okay, I can do this and the whatnot shipping at the same time, because it does take a little bit more finagling because you have to unbundle things and do all sorts of crazy stuff. So God says I followed last night. Fantastic. Who did you say can you tag her? Yes, Fashion First. Let me write her name in here right now. So this is going to be my comment here. So and it's Danny, and then right here. There we go. Let's put that in here. Yeah, guys, give her a follow, please. And then also, if you guys look above that comment, you're going to see Idris to God. He is a newer seller over on Whatnot as well. Maurice, how many shows have you done now? Maybe 4 or 5, I think. So he's a newer seller. So guys, make sure that you follow him too. I mean, as a reseller community, I think we're only better together. We're only strong if we can just network with each other and kind of help each other out. So when I come across sellers that I really enjoy, or I come across people that I'm like, yeah, I got a good feeling about them, I'm going to shout them out. And I hope you guys have the ability and you guys do that too. So now, before we head out of here, let's go over our schedule really quick here. So tomorrow night we've got, I've got vintage Nike, vintage Adidas, vintage, man, I've got Oregon Ducks, I've got Detroit, I've got so many different kinds of sports teams tomorrow. Crazy good stuff, awesome fire. And so that'll be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And then, and a costume, of course. And then Wednesday and Friday, we'll be back here doing the same thing. And then on Thursday night, we'll be going over and doing a haul of everything we got last Saturday from our last Saturday garage sailing. And then, of course, on Sunday is all day garage selling again. So make sure you guys go through, if you can, when you pop off here. This is all I ask, is just go through and bookmark everything. It helps us to get our shows pushed out a little bit more, so that Whatnot's like, okay, here's somebody that people are interested in. So if you guys bookmark it, even if you're not sure if you can make it, that is such a huge help. And then any shows you can share out, I really, really appreciate that. And then last but not least, if you guys are not following me elsewhere, of course, you can go to this little QR code right here. And this will take you to our link tree. Everything, every place that we are is right there. Danny Boo, thank you so much for your purchase of the sticker. I really appreciate that. All right, what do we got left, chapter? What do we have, 10? I think we got 10 stickers left. God says, I'm going to go live tonight just to shoot the shitles. I love it. Fantastic. I know, 10. We got 10 more stickers, you guys. It's so crazy. They're like dwindling, 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 dwindling. So, all right, we're gonna rate someone. So make sure you stick around. When you pop in there, just tell everybody hi from Nice Comps and do a little yarg, which is YAARGH. Yard, little pirate thing, or you can do a pirate flag. And I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time for a costume. That's your hint. And a show. It's going to be fun. So, all right, let's go ahead and raid somebody. Who are we going to raid? Let's take a look here and see who we got on. Let's see. Looks like, oh, we got Cassandra's on. Let's go ahead and do Cassandra. All right, you guys, have a fantastic, beautiful day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.